Hey viewers, I've got a gadget here that I'm going to take a short look at. It's not a gadget the crowd would concern themselves with nowadays, but shutterbugs out there might enjoy getting a look at the past. This is the Olympus OM10 SLR film camera. My dad had found it at a garage sale and picked it up for me for a few bucks. This camera probably was introduced in the mid-70s, along with a slew of other OM series cameras. The OM1 and 2, I think they're designated, were for more serious photographers. The OM10 to 40 in a set of 10s were for the prosumer, or someone who knew what they were doing with the camera. As a garage sale bonus, this OM10 includes the optional shutter speed dial, which would otherwise be an automatic setting controlled by the camera. The ISO dial to set film sensitivity is located to the right of the hot shoe mount. I have to say that this dial, shutter trigger, and lever to advance the film are in quite close quarters to one another. To the right is the shutter speed dial, which is situated next to the lens, with the film wind lever on the same plane as the hot shoe mount. The body had come along with what might be the kit lens included for a one-stop purchase to begin taking photos right off the bat, provided that you buy your own batteries and film, of course. This was, after all, a camera for the average photographer that wanted something more. The lens is a 50mm prime with an f-stop from 1.8 to 16. It's in pristine condition for something that has probably been in cold storage for the better part of a decade. The lens construction feels very solid even to this day, and the OM lens system is supported with the 4/3 and micro 4/3 lens system with certain adapters. The lens has a very tactile knurled rubber grip to set focus with. The OM10 doesn't use any special format of film, just plain old 35mm rolls. The design of this camera was very robust and industrial. I guess that's how they had them designed back then, for durability. After all, this isn't a professional camera. It was what someone with a bit of photographical know-how would want to use. The body is made of aluminum with plastic components here and there. There's a nice grippy band of faux leather to grip the camera with. I don't know if it'll work, and I can't yet be sure due to the battery compartment being completely jammed. The cap is aluminum and the threads are plastic, which it screws onto. Right now, the battery cover is entirely jammed. The thread on the cap probably joined the plastic threading of the battery housing over the many years of it receiving no use. Once I can afford it, I plan to buy a micro 4/3 DSLR along with an OM to micro 4/3 lens mount adapter to continue using the 50mm prime lens. As soon as I get the OM10 working, I will post its photos on my Flickr photo account. Thank you for watching. This has been a blast from the past with the Olympus OM10 SLR camera.